Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday Meditation with me, Jill Pulowski, here at sunny, beautiful Strongsville, Ohio. It is actually sunny today, and it feels like spring. It's taken a long time. I feel like January was 10 months long, and February flew by and was just so cold and snowy and icy. And today finally feels like we're ready to put on our shorts and head outdoors. Thank goodness. It felt good just to step outside and breathe the fresh air this morning. So hopefully you are all experiencing some kind of nice weather. It'll probably change quickly, but hopefully for a few days we can get some sun, some air, open the windows, air it out. That always is such a nice thing to do after a long winter. Not to say that it won't snow again, because it has happened before. My birthday is at the end of April, and I remember a couple years there being snow on my birthday and on Easter and things like that. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen here in the Midwest. So today we just kind of want to experience some peace. We want to picture ourselves kind of feeling that inner peace within us. We want to let go of any tension in the physical body as we go through it, and let go bone by bone, muscle by muscle, cell by cell. We allow it to relax. We allow ourselves to chill out a bit instead of being so tense and tight. In the world today, we could feel like that all the time. Again, we're turning on the news. Things might look scary, sound scary. We might go outside or go to the store and feel the same way as prices go up, and it's harder to buy eggs. I mean, something as simple as that. And it might become worrisome. Like, what are we going to do? Do we need to go buy some chickens and have our own little farm? Or do we have faith that things will get better and everything will be okay and this too shall pass? So we're going to kind of focus on just letting go and releasing any of that daily stress and tension that we might be feeling, and feeling ourselves just floating very freely with no worries at all. Before we begin, of course, we want to make sure that the body is ready to chill out and relax. So we're going to find a little bit of movement and motion. We are going to clear our mind, clear all the chatter that's going on up there in the head, maybe those scary thoughts or those worried thoughts that we are experiencing. So go ahead and find that nice, perfect posture in your chair. Remember, feet are always flat on the floor because we want the blood to flow. If our legs are crossed or our ankles are crossed, or we have one leg over the other, crossed at the knees, we might block that blood flow to the feet and to the legs. So we always want both feet flat on the floor, and we want that nice little movement from the hip to the knee, and then the knee to the ankle, and then the ankle to the toes. And same thing with the upper body. We don't want to be clenching our fists or crossing our arms in any way. We want our arms to rest gently, our palms to either face up or face down. We don't want to clench anything here. So let the arms rest either on your lap or on the arms of your chair, if you have arms on your chairs. And just feel how open it is. So maybe even step the feet apart from each other so there's a little space between the legs, and take the arms away from the sides of the body a little bit so we're not squeezing them in. So we're just kind of letting the body be open a little bit. Maybe it's not the most flattering sitting position, not the most ladylike, but we want to create some space. We want to let everything flow. So go ahead and find that position, and then straighten up your spine. So if we feel like we're slouching, or the spine is rounded or the shoulders are rounded, try to imagine a string at the top of your head and you're being pulled up and you're finding that nice long spine, and your head is stacked over your heart and your heart is stacked over your hips. And just feel that nice position of the body here. Feel like there's space between everything and that we feel just not clenched in any way. Maybe close your eyes here for a moment to really feel the body. And then start to breathe slowly. So breathing from your belly button up into your throat, take a nice deep breath in. And hold that breath for just a moment and then slowly breathe it out. And hold the belly empty and breathe in. And breathe out. Nice and slow, find that rhythm of your own breath as you inhale to fill up, and as you exhale to release. Slow breaths in. Pause at the top of the breath, and slow breaths out. Pausing at the bottom of the breath. And take about 5 more breaths that way. As you breathe, especially on the exhale, really feel the body letting go of any tension that it's holding on to today. Feel the release in the neck and the shoulders and the back and the hips, the legs, the arms. And then also feel the tension in the mind being released, any thoughts, any chatter that's going on in the head. Let go of all those thoughts and just focus on the breath. Good, let's take 2 more breaths just like that. And then continue to breathe naturally. Keep those thoughts out of the head, and let's find some movement. So bring your hands up and intertwine your fingers. Maybe give them a little wiggle around. Wake them up a bit. And then clasp the hands and turn the palms out towards me. Give your arms a stretch. Give the palms of the hands a nice big stretch. Wrists, shoulders. Lots of things happening here. And then maybe give yourself a little twist from side to side to feel more of that stretch in the upper rib cage and the shoulder blades as we find a little movement here. Maybe even down into the lower back, depending on how much you're twisting. Good. And come back to center. We're going to just rotate the wrists a little bit here. Let go of some tension in the hands. Sometimes subconsciously we feel as if we were holding on to things, grasping onto things, even though we're not physically holding something. And that tension can form in the fingers and the hands and the joints, because look how many joints we got going on in these little guys. So lots of tension can form. Lots of arthritic issues if we don't move it. So the more we move these joints, and don't forget about those thumbs. A lot of times we just want to do this and we forget that there's more joints in the thumbs. We need to get that blood flowing, and we need the lubrication to go to those joints. So again, if you don't move it, you lose it. and they get tight and tense. All right, give those hands a little shake, the wrists a little shake. Shake it out, shake it out. And then relax the arms back down to your lap or to the arms on your chair. And then go ahead and relax. So make sure the feet stay on the floor. We want that blood flow to keep going even though we're going to be in some stillness. And maybe lean back into your chair a little bit more. Forget about that perfect posture of the spine, but also don't start to slump forward. So we're just going to lean back, try to keep the spine, the chest open, and relax the body even deeper. You might even scoot down in your chair a little bit more if that feels good. So go ahead and find your position, find what feels good for you as we start to relax even more. And once you get into that nice spot where the body feels nice and comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes again. And close your eyes so the eyelids are just resting together. Don't squint or crunch the eyes. We just want them to rest. And as you rest the eyes, also rest the jaw. The mouth can be closed or be a little bit open, but make sure the teeth are not clenching. The jaw is not clenching. Take the teeth apart from each other in the mouth if you can. And as you settle in here, begin to again find that nice steady rhythm of your breath. The breathing in and the breathing out. This life force that you're giving yourself each time you inhale and exhale. The breath of life. The breath, the importance of the breath keeps everything flowing. As you settle in, and as you become more and more relaxed in the body and in the mind, I want you to start here at the crown of the head. We're just going to go through the body really quickly to relax every muscle and every bone and every cell that we can feel. Starting at the crown of the head. Notice any feelings that you have up on the top of the head. Maybe we can actually feel the hair follicles on the scalp. Maybe we feel a little headache or tension in the head. Maybe we feel tension in our brow or in our temples. And slowly focus on those areas, and as you breathe and exhale, letting that tension go. Release tension from the crown of the head. Release tension from the forehead and the brow. Release tension from the temples. And as you move down, release tension from the ears and the eye sockets, and maybe even the sinus cavities if we feel something happening here in the nose and the cheeks. And then, of course, the mouth and the jaw and the chin. And feel that relaxation coming over the face as you gently breathe. Soften the skin, soften the muscles underneath the skin. Moving down into the neck and the throat, the front of the neck, the sides of the neck, the back of the neck, feeling the spine. Allow that to relax. As you breathe out, feel those muscles releasing tension. And moving down into the shoulders, the upper chest, the upper back. Feel that tension falling off as if we're melting off your body. Relax and breathe that tension away. And going down into the arms, the upper arm, the elbow, the lower arm, the wrists, the hands, the fingers. See all that tension leaving the body as you breathe. And feeling the arms light, letting go of all that heaviness. And coming back to the chest, the middle back, the abdomen, the lower back, the pelvic area, hips, the buttocks, and feeling the whole entire torso releasing tension and stress. And continuing down into the legs, the upper leg, the knee, the lower leg, the ankles, feet, and the toes. And go ahead and feel the whole bottom half of the body releasing that tension. Maybe even see it coming from the feet or the toes, leaving the body, just as you did with your arms and your fingers. And let the whole body feel relaxed. Let the whole body feel relaxed. Let the whole body relax. And as the body and the mind relax into this space, begin to feel as if your body were floating. The tension has left, the stress has left, and the body is light. All of that heaviness has gone, and we can feel as if we are just gently floating over our chairs. Feel that lightness in the body as we sit here and breathe. The tension is gone, and the body is light. And with that lightness in the body just kind of floating over your chair, begin to feel yourself lifting even higher, as if your body were a balloon filled with helium floating upward towards the ceiling. And just allow yourself to hover in this place of peace. There's no weight in the feet, and there's no weight in the hands, and there's no weight in the mind or in the heart. It's just this feeling of complete lightness. The worry has gone, the stress has gone, the doubt has gone, the fear has gone. And as we hover here in this room, begin to visualize what is around you. And what does that look like to you? Are we seeing ourselves hovering in the clouds? Are we seeing ourselves hovering through the trees of a forest on a beautiful day? Are we seeing ourselves hovering over the ocean, floating like a bird, feeling the breeze and the wind on a warm day? Are we floating over a field of flowers, feeling the change of the season and the goodness and the rebirth that a new season brings us. How do you see yourself? Where are you floating? What visually makes you feel at peace? What visually makes you feel light, as if all the worries in the world have gone away? Where do you see yourself finding this lightness and this freedom? Wherever it is, stay here for a moment. Stay here and enjoy and take it all in. All the feelings, the smells, the sounds, the sights of wherever you are. Maybe you have such a deep sense of lightness that you have brought yourself all the way up to the stars. You're up there in the universe, just gently floating. And in this moment, as we allow ourselves to find that freedom from all the stress and heaviness that we carry, note how good it feels and how easy it is to let it go, even if it's only temporary. And see just how easy life can be if we are able to let these things go every day. And how much peace we can find, how much lightness we can find in our minds and our hearts. If we take the time to focus on what makes us feel light and at peace instead of focusing on what makes us feel heavy. Take a few more moments here in this space that you are in. And feeling that lightness through the whole body. The whole body is light. The whole body is light. The whole body, light. Wherever you are in this moment of lightness, begin to bring yourself back down to your chair, back down to your seat. Ever so gently float back down to this space that we are all in together. But keep that feeling of lightness as you descend back to your chair. As you land gently back into your seat, again, feet on the floor and shoulders relaxed against the back of your chair. And keep that clear lightness in your mind. And if you feel like any thoughts are coming up, if you feel like there's chatter and the what ifs and the oh no's and all of those things are popping back into your head, just recognize them. It's okay to know what you're thinking about or what is bothering you. And then simply let them go again. Take a deep breath in and out, and as you exhale, breathe those thoughts away. Clear the mind and bring yourself back to that place of peace and lightness. Every time a thought comes up, release the heaviness of that thought. Remember the feeling of lightness and peace, and that feeling of floating effortlessly. And with your body relaxed and your mind at peace, slowly begin to deepen your breath, breathing in to fill all the way up, and breathing out to empty. Invite in some soft, gentle movement of the body, wiggling your fingers, waking up the hands. Wiggle your toes inside of your shoes, waking up the feet. Give your head a little rock from side to side, waking up the head and the neck. And then slowly come back and find that nice posture in your chair. Sitting up tall, finding that nice tall spine. Relaxing the shoulders away from your ears. And together, let's take a nice deep breath in. Breathe in through the nose, fill your lungs all the way up. Hold that breath. And then slowly release it. How wonderful it feels to let go of heaviness in our lives. Sometimes it can be just turning off the TV or putting the phone down because we don't want to keep scrolling and seeing all of these things. And some which may be true and some which might be fabricated. But it's all there to cause this tension and stress and fear in our lives. And who wants that? Who wants to live in a world where we are fearful and scared and worried and think the worst of every day, when we can shut off all of those things and just be present in our own mind, thinking of the things that bring us peace and joy and lightness, and then sharing that with someone else. Instead of turning on the TV in the morning, maybe we go outside and take a little walk, breathe in the fresh air, look up at the trees and the birds and the squirrels frolicking, and we feel that peace and joy of this life, the little things. So this week, that is your homework. I want you all every day to find peace in your day, or choose to find that lightness by not subjecting yourself to gossip or the news or anything that might cause that heaviness. And then see how you feel when we choose not to look at those things. See how your mind feels, see how your body feels, and maybe it's something we can do every day. Thank you all for being with me on this Tuesday, and I hope to see you again next week. Have a wonderful day.